What's up, everyone? I am sorry I am late. It is my fault. Welcome to the Starlit Friday show. We have Whistler as a guest again today, or co-host more so. I wanted to welcome you to my channel, just Starlit. Glad you guys are here, and thank you for being here, Whistler. How you doing?
I'm here again. We got Whistler as a guest again. Oh, Jesus.
Lord. It's more like co-host type of thing, I think, at this point.
I am doing dandy.
That's good. How's your week? How was your week?
The week was uneventful. One of my subscribers sent me a toy. One of my collectibles.
Whoa.
So that was pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah,
what kind of toy
it
was
wasn't.
Whatever. Want to share what it was, though?
It was Ray and her Jakku speeder, and I did a stream on just that unboxing, but it's really cool because I figured a bunch of stuff out about it afterwards. Like the stand actually goes into the speeder itself, and a bunch of like panels open up so you can see the engine compartment. It's really cool.
That is really cool.
Yep.
Did you display it?
What's that?
Did you display it? Did you
Yeah,
put it
it's
up?
right behind me.
That is so cool.
No
So
one can see it 'cause
approximately,
it's right
how big
behind
is
me.
it?
Well, the characters are 6-inch. And the speeder is probably 4 inches tall by about 8 inches long. It's a weird shaped speeder. It's more like a bicycle.
Really? Okay. That is really awesome. How sweet of
Yeah.
whoever that was.
It was cool. Yeah, it was an anonymous. Well, I know who it was, but they want to stay.
I got you. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Respectfully.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
So that was my week. Pretty much. That was about it.
Mine was a bunch of getting the schooling thing into play for my two younger kids, because first of all, I think I told you, or I don't know if I mentioned it last week, but the school that he's going to is an online school. And so they went from a school of 200 to 700, because it was an online school before COVID, before the pandemic. And so they're overload. Like my kid's teacher, Aiden's teacher, has 85 students, which is terrible. That's a lot. So we had to work out a few kinks. It's all good now, but now it's a catch-up game, because even though it's not his fault that they started late, he has all this makeup to do for the first few days. And so we're playing catch-up now. Almost there, so not too bad. Then my daughter's was taking forever to get her signed up and getting ready to get that going, because some kids are going back to campus, some are staying at home, so there's a lot that's still being worked out. So, oh Lord, they finally gave her stuff, and she started pretty much yesterday, but it was like a hassle. And you know, and my little cousin who's in the valley, she's also trying to, we're wanting to get her online as well, and we were having issues trying to help a little bit and just, you know, help each other out. And it was just a challenge. Like, I don't know what it was, just too much, and no like, how do I say it? No response from the schools, either one of them, for a while when we're trying to get it all going. And I'm just like, what the hell, you know? But I think we're good. I think we're okay on that front. So
Well, in other news, I forgot to mention this. I am putting together a well thought out article, and you too can participate. If
that's right.
anybody can participate, really. I'm looking for short paragraphs on the definition of blind. What does blind mean to you? And I asked Starlit here to collab with me on the article, so we'll be putting that out. And I thought actually that would be a good show that we could talk about once it's complete.
I like it.
Because I don't know, like the people that freak out over their labels nowadays.
Tell me about it.
And this all stemmed from that question that I had that I put out on Twitter. What does the phrase "rob you blind" mean? That's what started this whole thing.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. So that's where it all started from. And just "rob you blind" basically meant like it was thought that if you were blind, you were blind. You saw nothing at all. So to rob you blind, they stole everything.
Everything.
But anyway, blind. You're blind, so you have no sight whatsoever. And nowadays, I've noticed that a lot of people in the VI community. I understand that just to say blind is a lot easier, or whatever. But I've noticed a lot of people will use that blind tag as to make themselves seem blinder. Maybe.
Elaborate. Kind of just
more for views
I think what you're
or for
saying.
attention or sympathy or whatever it may be. It's to more. It'll be to give them more of a benefit.
So are you saying like using it in their video content, using it in their social medias, things like that, or just in general?
In general, but we've got the nice ability to observe on YouTube and social media, so that's where it predominantly is.
Yeah, it is.
Like you hear about like I don't know, two blind brothers, but whatever, they're not completely blind. But you think of someone that's totally blind doing their own thing, making their own products or whatever, but that's not the case whatsoever.
Yeah, it's just kind of using it.
Yeah, they're just.
What you're saying.
So yeah, so I put out like, let us have our blind label.
Okay, so are you more for it or against it, using it like that? Like using it.
I don't know. I'm on the fence about it. It's like, for example, all the work that I put into my channel, I have no editors. I have no.
All you.
It's all me.
It's all you.
I make sure everything is straight, aligned. I got a good looking background. I think it's good looking. Shut up. But I do my green screens. I do all the tracking, all the voice track. Everything is done by me, and I'm totally blind.
Right.
Now, other people will say I do everything myself, and I'm blind, but they're not really totally blind. So I think there's just this little barrier.
I get what you're saying. Yeah, because you can't really claim it if you're not. If you can kind of see, you're not blind. I mean, I know you could be visually impaired.
Yeah, what's wrong with them saying visually impaired? I'm visually impaired.
Right. But being blind means you cannot see.
I think so, yes.
I think so too.
I think as I get older, I'm taking the word more and more.
Yeah. Same here.
You're blind? How blind are you? Well, I got a 20/21 in one eye and 2400 in the other eye.
Like, what the hell does that mean? So you can kind of see. So it's like you're not actually blind. You're visually impaired. There's a difference.
Exactly.
And I'll tell you what, though. What's crazy is that when I was little, and I don't know what it was, if I was ashamed, if there was some shame on it or something, but I didn't like the word blind. I hated it. I didn't like it, and
well, think of all the insult. What are you, blind?
Exactly.
Turn a blind eye.
Yeah.
Like that shit is demeaning.
It is
like,
demeaning.
When you really think about it.
Blind, dumb, and stupid. Why is blind in that? Why is it in that? No, and it is. It's given such a bad stigma, and then that's why so many people who aren't, visually impaired or whatever, have a certain look on us, I think. You know what I mean? Like a certain view on us is because of that. And it sucks. Now, I don't care. I don't give a shit. I am blind. I don't care. And sometimes my mom, it took her a while to come around with that. She's like, why do you say that? And I'm like, Mom, it's not a bad word. It's what I am. I'm okay with it now. Like, I am okay with it now. Like, I may not like it at times, but it is a part of me. It doesn't define me, but, it's not a bad word. It really isn't a bad word. And I'm like, I'd rather people know than not know. You know what I mean?
I think you just said blind doesn't define me. I think it's a symbiosis. It's a symbiotic definition. Yeah, sure, blindness doesn't define us. However, being blind defines our actions and how we do things. So it's part of us.
I get what you're saying. I just mean I don't live as the label of blind. I live as Cecilia. That's kind of what I mean.
Yeah.
But like as far as that, yeah, you got a point.
Or how about
no, what?
How about proper pronoun? Would that be a proper noun to say, like, I'm not a blind person. I'm a person who happens to be blind.
That would irritate me.
Oh, I hate that.
That would irritate the hell out of me.
I mean, not only I'm a blind person. Boom! It's out there. You said it in 5 syllables.
Done. Yeah.
But the other way, you're like wasting air. You're wasting other people's air by sucking up the oxygen.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sorry.
It's weird. I mean, when I was younger, when I really lost my sight, my parents tried to protect me, but I feel like it was sheltering in a way. They didn't realize it. They didn't think they were doing anything wrong. Let me just say, I'm blessed to have the parents that I do. They're so loving, and they didn't try to not let me cook and do all this and that. It just, when it came to the word and, maybe my cane, I was trying to hide it, and they would let me because I was uncomfortable with it, when they should have been like, no, you're not going to hide it. No, this is how you get around. No, you're not going to hide your homework in your Braille. But they let me. I would go in my room, and I didn't want no one to see me read Braille. I was ashamed. I felt bad, and it's not their fault. It's how I felt. They never made me feel bad for it. You know what I mean? My family was always supportive like that. Like, I would say especially my immediate, like my mom's brothers and my mom's immediate, like, because I was around them a lot. They were, good with it. My parents they didn't know, honestly, but that wasn't the right thing to do. So now that I'm a part of a blind parent group, well, a parent of, what is it called? Parents of blind kids or something. I'm in there because I want to show the parents, look, like, yeah, you guys are all parents of blind kids, but if you don't have a blind person who's an adult who's actually lived it and been a blind child before, you're just talking to a bunch of airheads. I'm sorry, because they don't know. You know what I mean? How can they know?
Those blind kids are going to grow up someday.
Thank you. And so that's what I try to tell them. Like, they ask questions like, hey, my baby's blind. Like, what kind of toys should I get her? I'm like, any toys that you get babies. Like, get her baby toys. Like, it doesn't make sense. Do I have to, like, pad up my whole house and blah blah? No. You know how I learned? Bump into shit. Don't go there again. Learn your way around your fucking house. I'm sorry, but I really get, like, irritated by that, because I feel like you're treating us like we're stupid. Let us fall like any other child. Let us learn like any other child. You know what I mean? Otherwise, you're hindering us from growing in so many ways. You're not going to always be there to hold our hand. You're not going to always be there to make sure that we don't get hit by a car. I'm sorry, but you're not. You know what I mean? We have to learn those things, and we have to learn them by falling, by running into something. And I'm not saying, like, if you see us, like, hey, you could say, like, hey, that's in the way, but you get what I mean. It's, I'm sorry, I could lose it. I could just keep going. Back to your point, though.
There was a hotel that was being worked on or something here. And somebody, actually, some blind person, it was like the 5th or 6th story, was walking down the corridor, and the elevator was gone. Like, they were doing maintenance on it, and they pulled it out or something.
God. No.
And so rather than the doors not being there or any kind of barrier, there was a sign next to it, I guess, that said, like, out of order or whatever.
Oh no. Oh no.
Dude walked right into the shaft and fell down. 5 stories.
See, that's really stupid of whoever did that, because regardless of blind people or not, like, there could be kids, there could have been, it
people
could have been
who can't
anything.
read.
People can't, yeah, anything.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you put a barrier in front of that door? Like something even temporary, a piece of wood, something.
Yep.
That's just stupid.
He got a fat settlement.
Oh, he survived.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
He
thank
survived.
God.
He survived.
Hell yeah, you got a fat settlement.
I think he was a little bit slow after that, but he survived.
I don't even know what to say to
Haley's
that.
not chat.
Hey, what's up, Haley? Thanks for being here. And who else is here? Is anyone else here?
In Darkness, Aaron and Sinus. Sorry.
Cindy?
And there's one other. I'm trying to remember. I think that's it.
Hold on. Oh, hi, Everett. Everett's here too.
Sunny Trails. That was it.
That's Everett.
Yeah, he was the second one here.
Aw, welcome. Welcome, Everett, in Darkness, Haley. Anyone else who's watching that may not say anything. Hi, Aaron.
We don't address the lurkers.
What'd you say?
We don't address the lurkers.
Oh. It's Friday, in Darkness said.
Okay, so check out Haley's comment about here in Australia. There in Australia. Whatever, I'm going to talk as if I'm with her. Here in Australia, we can't say blind because it's politically incorrect.
Wait a minute. What? Are you
That's
serious,
crazy.
Haley? Saying blind is politically incorrect.
Because people who have a little sight aren't totally blind. Well, I mean, that's one of those hard things too. Is like, how do you look at someone and like, okay, you're totally blind or not, as well. So visually impaired becomes the correct word.
I don't know how true it is, but a lot of times people say I don't look blind, but I don't know how because my eyes move. I have nystagmus, so my eyes do move. They don't. But then again, I feel like they move all crazy, and other people say they're not as bad as what you think.
Yeah.
But still, they're not focusing. So I wonder why or how it is that people can't tell that I'm blind. Like, I don't know. I mean, I'm not.
I still
I'm
get
glad.
it all the time.
Yeah.
And sometimes if I'm going into an area, I will try. This is weird. I'll try to act more blind than what people are used to because I hear it all the time that you don't act blind. You don't look blind. Sorry, should I run into more things? Should I?
You should start filling people's faces. Then you'll act blind.
I've had people ask if I wanted to feel their face.
So
I
have
like,
I.
Are you insane?
So have I.
No,
Even guys.
I don't want to touch your face.
No, it's weird. Like, that's an intimate thing. That's not like, that's kind of, that's always been weird to me. Like, that's too intimate. I don't want to touch your face. That's kind of weird. You know what I mean? But people don't know. But I've always felt that was just kind of off. Like, why is that a huge question?
I want to know why that is a thing
At
publicly.
all. Yeah.
That should be one of those things that's just between you and me, behind closed doors type of thing.
If you're that close.
Yeah.
Because I don't even do that with my friends. If you're in a relationship, I feel. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know my kids' faces.
I'll go so far as to be like,
I know.
Just if you're married.
Like, seriously, yeah. If you're married, if you're seriously together like that, but
I mean, there's
otherwise,
Tinder, right? So I'm not gonna just go around touching people's faces. Good.
But I've always found that weird.
Why is your forehead sticky? Hey, Zeus Galvez is in the chat.
Hey, welcome. Jesus, hello.
Warlord of Shanglo. Dude, it just skipped give me the 3 names, but no chat.
Where?
Eyes. He just says eyes.
Who?
Eyes what? Warlord.
Oh, hi. He's cool. He's just meaning he's watching, not a lurker. He's here.
Eyes.
Thanks for being here. Everett, yeah. Did you read Everett's comment? Sunny
I
Trails
was
is
about to
Everett.
go back to that one because it skipped it.
Oh, okay.
There we go. The deaf community has the problems with these. Oh, the deaf community, from my personal experience, is fucking harsh. Like,
What do you mean?
like
by
he
harsh?
said, if you're not completely deaf, you don't belong in that circle.
Oh, I
If you
have
got
no
hearing
idea about that.
aids or if you got partial hearing, you don't belong in that total deaf circle. Like, they are fucking strict.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
At all.
My
That's
O&M
interesting.
instructor works with deaf blind community, and she says they are nasty to each other.
Really?
Absolute nastiness.
You know, I
Mean.
have witnessed that, mean to each other. Yeah, I have noticed that, but I didn't know as far as what you're saying, as far as the whole, if you're not completely unable to hear or deaf. I didn't know that. That you're not counted as deaf, right? Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jesus says, I always thought visually impaired and being blind were different things altogether. See, as I get older,
Because you're a smart person.
I'm leaning that way too. And it's only because I get jelly of visually impaired people claiming blindness.
Or legally blind, people even say.
Legally.
And you're not totally blind. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I use both. I'm not going to even lie or front here. I use both. I get what you're saying, though, because I've never really had this discussion like this, you know, as far as, like, what it means truly, you know. But I do say both. I'll say I'm visually impaired, or not because I don't want to say blind. I just say it. I use either one, you know.
I would be interested to know if you've noticed, when do you use visually impaired versus blind? Is it to a different type of people?
Audience, people. I don't know. I'll have to pay attention. I
Like-
really can't say.
You know how some people will increase their vocabulary instantaneously when they're talking to who they consider to be more intelligent?
Yeah.
Like that. Like, is visually impaired, since it is obviously more politically correct, are we going to use the term visually impaired in those arenas?
No, I never thought about it like that.
It's interesting. I gotta start paying attention to when I talk.
Yeah.
I'm more of a fewer word type of person, like short and concise.
Yeah,
I'd rather
for
just
sure
like
you are.
blah, 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 done.
Get it done, get it out. On
How
the
the hell
table.
do I do 3 and 4 hour streams though? I don't know.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna say anything.
Haley says, yeah, I think all the different communities have the ego problem. Absolutely. Yeah. That's a big bag of duh, Haley. Good job, though. Way to point it out. Cheers, Warlord says in darkness. Warlord says, hi, darkness. Sunny Trails. Not what? Not bring blind enough. Not being
I
blind.
think he meant being. Yeah, not being.
Yeah. ER. Yeah, that's an easy mistake. We'll give that one to you. Not being blind enough or deaf
Yeah, I
enough.
get what he's saying.
For some people, it's a problem. For those. Yeah. Also, too. It was just 2003 when I lost my sight. And at that point, when it happened, I was totally blind out of my left eye and partially sighted in my right eye. I still had enough sight, but it was really hard to see the computer. And my employers just didn't get it. Like, what do you mean you can kind of see and kind of not see? Like,
Oh,
their impression was
confuse the
blindness.
hell out of
You're
them.
blind or not. Like,
Right.
you see something or not.
Right.
Older
They didn't
generation,
understand.
obviously. But
Yeah.
they just didn't understand what the degree was.
That's frustrating for you.
Oh, it was so frustrating.
That was frustrating for me in high school when I tried to tell teachers that. Like, I remember my math class. Did I tell you the story?
I don't know, but I'm guessing they don't know.
Okay.
I mean, there are people listening to us, so you can tell the story.
Your sound's a little bit choppy, by the way. So, I don't know. It was like the third day of class, and he had us all open up the math books, and I said it was pointless because someone... This is how silly this was, okay? He told someone to help me open my math book to a certain page, okay? So, first of all, that's the first thing. He told someone to help. So you think he'd... I don't know what to think with that. He told someone to help me open the book because I didn't have a Braille copy yet. There, you know, it was kind of delayed in high school with a lot of my books. Mm-hmm. So anyways, we're getting ready to do the assignment, and he comes to my desk, and he's like, so, you understand what we're doing? I'm like, not really. I said, I understand the gist of it, but I can't look at it. And he's like, okay, hold on. He picks up the book, and he puts it closer to my face. He's like, can you see it now? How about now? And he puts it closer. Wow. And I'm like, and you know, now I would think it's fucking funny. I mean, I'm sorry. I would think it's really hilarious. Okay. I would think it's funny to some degree because of his ignorance, right? Yeah, not because exactly. I think it's a funny thing happening. But in the time
like,
when...
Why am I sitting in this chair? I should be up there and you should be sitting here.
Right. At the time, I was already fighting with the whole blind thing. I was struggling with it. Like, I hated high school. I felt so different and so alone already. And then here's my teacher. I'm the center of attention. The whole entire class is quiet. And he's shoving a book literally in my face saying, can you see it now? How about now? And I'm like, no matter how close you put that, I could be kissing the book. I'm not able to see it. He's also, you're totally blind. I said, that's what blind means. Mm-hmm. And I just wanted to cry, like, in that moment. Because I wasn't the same girl as now. Like, I'm sensitive, but not when it comes to that. That would have pissed me off or angered me now. Or, you know, depending on the situation, maybe I would be a little bit nice. But it would have upset me, but not made me sad or cry or whatever. But I was like...
That sounds like it could have been a really good Sprint parody commercial. Can you see it now? Can you see it now? Good.
And so I, you know, I don't know if oh no, you had your sight in school, right?
Yeah.
You were older. Well, anyways, in high school you have a resource teacher, which is a teacher you go to if you need things brailled, if you need, you know, something in audio, or if you just need a test read to you or something so that you can, you know, take the test. So my teacher at the time, I let him know what happened, and literally he got so upset, and he went and talked to him for me. He's just like, yeah, he really didn't get it, so I ended up switching classes. It just wasn't going to work out. Some people just don't get it.
No.
At all.
No. Oh, another new person, Chris Corbin. Welcome.
Hey, Chris. How are you?
Can't believe that guy survived. Are you talking about the elevator guy?
The elevator guy? Mm-hmm, probably.
Victor is in the chat as well.
Hey, Victor. Thank you all for being here.
Don't forget me. I just got your comment. Slow your roll there, Speedy.
How dare you forget Victor?
No, right?
How rude. Sorry, Victor.
I don't want to be a lurker. So I Well, thank you for at least saying hi, Chris. Now you can go back and just watch if you like. Me personally, I like to be able to address people in the chat just by name. It's a little more personable.
That's nice.
Whistler helped find missing children more than sighted people did. Well, thank you for that.
Who said that?
In Darkness.
In Darkness. Oh.
I forgot you're around during that time. That's right. Dude, my channel got so nailed for doing those videos too. Oh, good point, Victor. Today is Friday the 13th.
I thought of that. I'm sorry, before you keep going, did you see Warlord's comment?
50% deafness one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did I say it? I don't know. Now that I think about it.
No. Hold on. I didn't hear it. Hold on.
Something about he's already 50% deaf, and if he went sight, he'd be screwed.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Today is Friday the 13th. I keep forgetting. I used to so love Friday the 13th, and now I can't stand it, but I used to really like it.
It's rare.
Me and my kids would watch like the Friday the 13th scary movies and ghost stuff, and I still love scary movies and ghost stuff. I just don't like Friday the 13th for my own reasons.
My mom's birthday is on the 13th. My dad's birthday is on the 13th. Their honeymoon is on the 13th.
Nuh-uh.
Their honeymoon hotel room was number 13.
Shut up. Are you serious?
They got a shit. My grandma's birthday is on the 13th.
Wow.
My sister through marriage is on the 13th. There's a lot of 13s over here.
Wow. Well, 13's not a bad number. I just mean exactly Friday the 13th. And I don't see it as bad luck either. I just have, which I'd rather not talk about right now, a reason of why I don't like it now.
You want to know where that whole superstition came from?
Go for it.
In the 1300s, the French king said, "Screw you, Freemasons," and on the 13th put out a hit on all of them and tried to execute all of them.
That's great. I didn't know that.
Documentaries. By the way.
Someone doesn't send them.
By the way, Frontline PBS, shit ton of good documentaries.
Frontline PBS. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'll take that since someone never sent any links. I won't mention any names.
Whistler. They're kind of like it's offensive to say blind. Yeah, I agree. That's stupid. Very insulting, in my opinion, says Haley.
You know what I find offensive is when, and growing up, family members used to do this. Not close family members. Let me just call that out now. None of my close uncles and aunts and things never did that. But when they would, and friends, let me just put that out there too, because it wasn't mainly family, would put their fingers in front of my face and say, "How many am I holding?"
Oh my God.
And
I
me,
grab people's fingers when they do that.
It would make my stomach turn because already I don't need the reminder. And I just feel like I have a huge understanding now that I'm older, right? Okay, on one hand, I'm thinking, okay, this is your older so-and-so just trying to see, can you see? You know what I mean? Like, can you really not see? Do you know what I mean? Like, they want to know if maybe you can kind of see is what I'm thinking. That's giving them the benefit of the doubt. But inside, as a child though, and as a young preteen, that would make me physically feel sick. It would make my stomach turn. Like, I didn't like that. I felt like they were testing me. And more so,
it's humiliating.
It's humiliating. And that's how I felt. I felt embarrassed, you know what I mean?
Yep.
And that just, don't do that to blind people, please. Like, really don't do that, you know? And it's okay to ask questions, but that's not asking a question. That's, what's the word? It's, I don't know. It's kind of intrusive in a way.
Yeah.
It just doesn't feel right. Invasive. There you go. That's what I was looking for. Totally invasive.
Yeah.
And it just,
There's another new person in the chat.
Who is it?
Danny Marie AUC.
Hey, lady. Oh my goodness. It's been a while since you've been in one. It's because Whistler's here.
She says,
I get it.
LMAO, Lamau, that quotation. Whoops. I don't know if that's there or if it's just saying quotation.
Let me see.
That acting blind in quotation marks is a real thing. Especially as someone with visual vision who still needs a cane. I think that's perfectly okay to still need a cane because that's to keep you safe, period. That shouldn't have to do with how much vision you have.
Oh, she's saying it's quotation marks. She's saying acting blind is in the quotes.
I don't understand that one, Haley. Sorry. That must be some Aussie talk. Again.
What?
It's just worded weird. Oh, it just jumped on me. Hold on. Well, statistics here say in Australia, 75% of the population, fewer blindness. There's some words missing there.
I've had that question, Haley.
The sex one?
Yeah, I've had that question. I've literally had someone ask me, how do I have sex? That's offensive too. Leave me alone. I'm sure you would like to know, but it ain't for educational. It's really not educational. You're being nasty. And that's definitely invasive. And I won't be friendly for the next person who asks that.
In Darkness says, in the dark?
Right? Yeah, I've been asked that. How do I shower? There's a whole bunch of crazy stuff.
I had a guy, actually he lost his sight at the same age that I did, and a few years later we connected at a blind center. And one day he came to me all shy and bashful and was like, can I talk to you?
Oh,
yeah, sure.
Though.
What's going on? He's like,
what's up?
How do you go to the bathroom?
Shut up, really? Like,
yeah, and I was like, well, number 1 or number 2? It's like, no, just gotta take a piss. I'm like, how long have you been blind for? A couple years. Tell me you haven't been holding it that long. And so he thought about it. He's like, oh, okay, I get it. Never mind. Good job.
So, I don't even have any words for that. I don't know. All right.
Danny, the only thing worse is people not hitting the like button. Well said, In Darkness. Well said. Hit the like button. Otherwise, we're not going to continue. We're just going to sit here in silence. Go. I'm bored.
Yeah, exactly, Danny.
Touching people's faces will be the new hug. No, I don't think so. I'm going to be a sheltered person then, not ever hugging anybody.
I wouldn't want people touching my face even. Like, I just don't feel comfortable with that. If you are not my significant other, you're not touching me like that. Do you know what I mean? You're just not. I'm not okay with it.
Like they don't do it in the dark anyway. Yeah, no kidding. I mean, I'm not going to go there. I mean, at least we don't need a paper bag. I'll just say that, okay?
What?
We don't need a paper bag, and we don't need a light bulb.
Hi, Yappa. Thanks for being in the stream. Oh my god.
Blindness is a spectrum. That's what I always say to people. Yeah, see, now we're back to the whole visually impaired or blindness terminology again. Like,
yeah.
I don't know, I hear blindness is a spectrum, and then I think, well, so is autism.
Mm-hmm.
That's where my brain goes first. Hey, Yappa, or Yappa?
Yappa.
Yappa.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, hun, glad to be here. Did you already address her?
Too. Yeah, I did.
Oh.
I'll address her again. Hey, Yappa, what's up, girl? Glad you're here. I appreciate all of you being here. I love the support, and the interaction means a lot to me. So, thank you.
Victor says, the only time I would want to touch someone's face is out of anger when I put... Oh, so you're a pass a fist through their face type of person? Or just a pacifist? Sunny Trails. Isn't that like a old 40s or 50s movie, Sunny Trails? Like a Western or something?
Wait, what did he say?
No, I'm just going over Sunny Trails, the username. Sunny Trails. Everett, your friend. Isn't
Well,
Sunny Trails a movie?
Sunny is his dog's name.
Oh.
His guide dog's name. I'm not sure where he got Sunny Trails though, but that's I feel like a terrible friend now. I wonder how he did get that name.
Well, following the pathway of his guide dog.
Maybe so. I like that.
I don't use the visually impaired. Okay, there's a good point. He doesn't use the visually impaired moniker because he's not impaired.
I know. I love that. I just read that, Everett.
Oh.
I love that. No. To myself, not out loud. That's
okay.
Cool. Yeah. Ed's in the building. Thanks for being here, Ed. How are you?
Yeah, we're at a really, really weird point in human history involving that word society, where society more dictates than what is right. It's a really awkward position to be in today.
I don't know what position anyone's in today. Like, it's just everything's so twisted, and
yeah, exactly.
it's like you can say whatever you want but don't say nothing at all. It's so confusing.
Yep.
But I don't hold back, and people who watch my channel know that. I'm not gonna hold back on things that I think are right or wrong. Will I curb certain things? Maybe, depending on what it is, but I'm not gonna hide who I am to hold somebody else's hand. I'm just not gonna do it.
Yeah. What up, Ed?
I'm more old-fashioned. This is who you get.
But
In Darkness, you're awesome.
In Darkness says 12 watching and 3
Exactly.
likes. This aggression will not stand, man.
No. In Darkness is kick-ass. Yeah, because they're not showing their true support in Darkness.
Okay. Let's give our viewers an ultimatum. Let's get up to 6 likes. That's a 50% ratio, people. 6 likes. And we shall continue the show.
Yeah. I'm all for it. Let's do it. Cheers. Hit that like button for me, please. I'm not gonna even say please. I'm not begging. Hit that like button for me because I'm good.
We're not e-beggars. Come on.
Yeah, we ain't none of that.
Wow, I was that far behind in the comments that I had to hit the... Oh, crap.
Sonny says he's starting his weekend off by camping in the tent tonight, which, let me explain. So Everett is getting ready for a really, really cool, admirable adventure with his son. They're going on a really huge hike starting next year through the Appalachian Mountain. And so he's preparing in every way possible, and I think it's really smart. So he's been sleeping in his tent out back, and just like, you know, through the rain, through the different forms of weather, to see how him and his dog pretty much weather in a way. And he's already figured out a lot, but I mean, I think that's smart, because a lot of people who are even sighted probably wouldn't do this kind of thing to prepare, to see, okay, like, what exactly do I need while going on this hike. And so, I don't know, cheers to you, Everett. I think it's really cool. And peaceful, because sometimes he sends me clips of the rain or the wind, and it's just, you know how I feel about that. Just peaceful.
Cool. Chris nailed it. We're in the oops. Damn it. We're in the age where perception is greater than truth.
Whoa. I had to say whoa like that because you did nail it. That is so true. I need to write that down. That should be like the quote.
Happy trails. Thank you.
Who said that?
Sunny Trails said Happy Trails was the Western. I was like, okay.
Oh, so that's the movie then? Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Cool. Hey, Yappa.
Okay, I'm caught up finally. Jesus.
You're caught up?
Finally. Well, Ed, you got a huge advantage. You were at the age where you get all the passes. I can't wait to where I get to an age where people are just like, oh, yeah, it's okay, he's old.
I know, like everything's okay.
Yeah, like you can do
That's
whatever.
That's kind of funny because I do that with people.
Want.
I'm just like, leave him alone. Let him.
Yeah, exactly. You lived
earned
that
it.
long. Exactly, you earned it.
You have earned it. I'm telling you, I adore just sitting and talking to, like, that's what I miss about my grandma, like her storytelling, right?
Yeah.
My best friend right now has a 103-year-old grandmother. I kid you not, 103. She is sharp, she's bright, she's amazing. And it's just crazy. I'm like, Rochelle, like, you need to talk to her about some things, like compare different timelines from a long time ago to, how much she's seen, like women's rights, like all kinds of things she's seen. This is her second pandemic, like it's
damn
crazy.
Spanish flu and this one.
She was born during I forget what year. I'm trying to remember what year she was born exactly. Well, 103 years ago.
It'd be 1917.
17, yeah. Hey, I've been doing schoolwork all day with my little one. Leave me alone. My brain is fried right now.
Victor wants us to sing anything, doesn't matter what it is, nonstop until we get our likes up. No. Starlit
come on,
can.
Whistler. You know you got that voice. No. No.
I don't even know what song I would sing. National anthem. We can sing the national anthem nonstop.
No,
on loop.
I'm good. No, thank you. I won't.
You wouldn't sing the national anthem?
Huh?
Mariah Carey did, and Beyonce did. Why not?
Did what?
Sing the national anthem.
So just because I am a huge fan of Beyonce doesn't mean I do the same thing. No, I'm good. We share the same birthday, by the way.
Who? Oh, you and Beyonce?
Beyonce and I. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah, exactly.
I like Ed's comment. Oh, you probably already read Ed's, did you? Read Ed's? Because it was before Victor's.
I don't know.
He said, I just do me, and if society don't like it, they can kiss my ass. Nice job, Ed.
Oh, yeah, that's why I went into the whole tangent about at his age. I just forgot to read the comment for the preamble. So you know what I was talking about.
Victor said we should sing 99 beers on the wall.
99 bottles of beer on the wall. 99 bottles of beer. Take 99 down and pass it around. 0 bottles of beer on the wall. Done.
Oh,
Wow.
Everett says he keeps hitting the like button, but he only gets 1 vote. At least he
Actually, just so you guys know, if you were to hit the like a second time, it actually removes the like.
Yeah, it does.
So, lick it and stick it. That's all you gotta do is just lick it and stick it. Oh,
Hey, Rochelle.
polio. That's right. Polio, Great Depression, Prohibition, World War II, Korea, Vietnam. That's one hell of a life.
So Rochelle said her grandma was born in 1918. I do apologize for my text going off.
It was so rude.
I know, I'm sorry.
So
Oh, forgive me. Are you offended?
I am like, I think I'm going to throw up. Okay. Musical
And of course,
Rochelle.
Mm-hmm. That's my friend who has, my best friend who has the 103-year-old grandma. She's more like my sister. I've known her since I was 5. It's crazy.
I kind of remember when this whole thing started. I don't know what to call it besides the political correctness.
Mm-hmm.
I remember about 10 years ago, no, 14 years ago, I started noticing YouTubers, instead of saying, "Hey guys, welcome to my channel, blah, 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 blah," they'd be like, "Well, I can't say guys because there's men and women." So they started saying guys to like, "Hey everyone," or whatever it was. They changed it because they wanted to be more inclusive. That's where I first started noticing it.
You know what really bothers me? That bothers me for one, okay? I'm still gonna say, hey guys, what's up? What am I gonna say? Hey guys, girls, and everything else. Like,
yeah, and everything
I'm
in
not
between.
I'm not gonna do that. When I say hey guys, I'm addressing everyone, okay? Like, I even go out there, I have a daughter, and I'll say, hey you guys, what are you doing? It's just a thing. Like, is she offended? No, she doesn't care. But the other thing that offends me, I watch Colleen, and she's pregnant with twins right now, and she's a sweetheart. Okay, let me say that first. She's super sweet. She doesn't like to offend anyone. Like, she's too careful, too apologetic, kind of how I used to be. And then I started watching her, and I started pulling back because I think she's super wonderful, but she apologizes too much, right?
Yeah.
She's pregnant with twins, a boy and a girl, and she just found out. And she was making like a huge deal before that, saying, and she's trying to, you know, kind of be careful, I guess. And she's like, oh, I want to, like, she was so excited. Like any pregnant woman that I know I was excited. I didn't care what I was having. It didn't matter, but I was excited to find out. And so she's like, I can't wait to find out the gender of the babies, blah, blah, blah. Like, she had been saying that. Then one day she's like, you know what? I shouldn't say, like, I'm so, like, this is almost in so many videos. She would be like, it's not that it matters about the gender. I should start saying the sex of the baby. So then she was talking about the gender reveal party or whatever, gender reveal thing. And she was like, oh, the sex reveal. To me, that sounds more weird than gender reveal. The sex reveal? And I'm not trying to insult her because, again, not like she's going to watch my stuff, but I'm just saying, I'm
well,
a
that
fair
kind of
person.
goes to what I was talking about, where this period of society, of human civilization, to where those things are taking on different meanings. Sex, when you'd see sex on a driver's license, we all knew what it meant. Male,
female.
or female. Now we have to be super specific within all the gender identities, and sex actually doesn't mean gender identity anymore. It's really weird.
I don't know. It was just really frustrating that it's frustrating in general that you have to apologize for everything when you're not. If anyone's smart enough to get 2 and 2, you know you're not attacking anyone.
Yeah.
You know, like, you don't have to explain everything. I used to do that for a lot of other things, or I'm sorry, or apologize all the time. I'm just like, you know what? Whatever. If that offends you, I'm sorry, but I'm just being me. Like, because if you don't know me by now, then I don't know what to tell you. Like, I am full of love and try to, you know, make it so everyone's comfortable. And if you don't know me well enough to know that, then I'm sorry. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, Sunny Trails, yeah, that's another one I don't understand. How dare you? You mean you don't say he/she when you talk? How? How do you incorporate saying he or she or hers or his as the noun, as the proper noun? How do you do that?
I don't know.
It doesn't sound right. It doesn't mechanically work. And it's so fucking annoying.
I just look, here's what I'm about. I'm speaking for me on my channel. This is my opinion. I don't judge you for who you are or whatever. I don't judge because it's not my place. In my opinion, it's God's or the universe, however you want to look at it. I believe in God, and I respect everyone. With that being said, I'm not going to curve who I am and apologize for every little thing because I might hurt someone, because that's what life will constantly be, and that's driving me crazy already. And I'm not even the one doing it. It's just you see everyone doing it, and it's too much.
If there's a God, he is hysterically laughing into hilarium over our actions.
I've thought about that so many times. I even told my daughter, can you imagine...
This is where my creation went?
Like, I've thought about... I'm not going to go too much into this because I don't want to seem... I'm careful with this. But all I'll say is this. I was telling my daughter, can you imagine if God was holding the actual world in his hands and looking at us, just losing it? What would he think?
He probably crushed that globe in his hands.
Oh my goodness. But we all have free will at the end of the day, no matter what religion. I'm not speaking for any religion in particular. We all have free will, and we make our own decisions and choices, but it's just...
Doesn't it just sound weird though that we have to go to another man in order to talk to God? Doesn't that sound a little off to some people? Like a little bit of a, I don't know, control freak in the church? I
don't know. It's just too much of this stuff going on. And I think like there's so much on the internet that, how do I say this? It adds to the anxiety and depression of young people today. With all of this trying to cater to everyone, I think it's actually hurting more than helping.
Absolutely.
When there are real issues that need to be addressed, for an example, racism and racial issues, that's a real problem. How black people are treated, how Hispanic people are treated, that's a real problem. That's something that really needs to be addressed and dealt with, okay? But when we're talking about everything's offensive, everything's a problem, where do you draw the line? Like, what is okay? What is normal? What is not? What is... I don't know.
Well, I mean, we used to be able to say, freedom of speech, right? Mm-hmm. As long as it doesn't encroach on your freedoms. Mm-hmm. So, but nowadays, since everything is offensive, you got no free speech.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. Exactly. That's what's starting to go, is your free speech. I don't know. It's frustrating.
Everybody just wants something to bitch about.
Pretty much.
In the home.
I like that, Everett. Said you don't have to judge others. Given enough rope. Wait, I want to word it the way he did.
Given enough rope, they judge themselves.
Give them enough
rope, and they judge themselves.
Yeah.
I actually don't agree with that, but I see what you're saying.
Ed, you are right.
Yep.
It's almost like, I don't know if it's the government, I don't know what it is, but it's almost like something's trying to make us weak or softer or just not
it's all
able
form of
to
control.
withhold. Right.
I mean, the word government itself is Latin rooted, meaning mind control.
I'm not gonna play. I didn't know that. Not gonna even lie.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I mean, you think about the whole. We're all human, right? We are
I think
all
so.
people. And when you strip away everything, titles, labels, we're all the same. We all eat, shit, and sleep. Okay?
I always say that.
So what gives any other person the right to rule over another person? There is no right, first of all. There's an illusion of right. Because they came in and said so and bent the will of the people underneath them, then all of a sudden they're kings and queens and whatever, monarchs.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where it started. So once you establish the top person, the king or queen, then everything underneath that has this hierarchy of control.
Right.
Like, okay, yeah, you know, we'll give you this region over here, governor. We'll give you this region over here. Uh-oh, we've got some rebels. And they start United States. And now they have their own hierarchy.
Yeah.
That would be nice, Ed, but unfortunately it's never gonna happen.
What do you say?
He says, where to go? People just need to chill and treat how they want to be treated. I mean, and honestly, I think most of us do. And you think about all the bad things that do happen, maybe they like bad things happening to them. Give them some slack and then cut the line.
I like that.
Oh my
hey,
gosh.
Alex, what's up?
What time is it? It is
9:18.
9:18. So Alex is once again 1 hour late.
What up, Alex? Better late than never. How you doing, girly?
I wouldn't give her that much. Better late than never.
I'm gonna put you on hold. I need some water. I know.
You missed all the good talk, Alex.
Hold on 1 second.
Cheers, Mata. How are you tonight? Asks in darkness. Oh, she disappears when all the comments are done, so I get to sit here like a big dum-dum because there's nothing to read.
All right, I've got water. Are you complaining about me being gone again?
No.
Oh.
Did you find the cat?
Stop. No, he's lost in a maze.
What an amazing cat. Yeah, so what about those Red Sox?
There's more comments. Ed said, that's a lot to say. Aw, Universal Studios. Is that your daughter? I would assume so. Alex. Diva. Oh, tonight's been a good chat, though. I really appreciate everyone being here. Thanks, Whistler. It's been good. It's really been good. Good conversation to be had. I feel like these especially when it comes to being blind, I really would like people to be more educated when it comes to how we feel and what it is, you know what I mean? Instead of assuming, instead of not knowing, it just helps to have an understanding, just like with anything else, you know. So I definitely want to help with that article.
Oh, yeah, so if you weren't here when we announced that we are working on an article, and you too can participate if you guys want to send in a short paragraph. I don't need your fucking biography, just a short paragraph of what you guys think blind, just the word blind, means to you. And I'm going to incorporate that into the article to show the quote-unquote spectrum of what the idea of blind is.
Yeah. That's right. So I'm going to be wrapping up the show. Again, please partake in the article if you'd like. If you're interested in any gemstone bracelets, you know what to do. Email me at starlitgems1@gmail.com. Please like, share, subscribe. Check out the description box for Theory of a Blind Man, Whistler's channel. He really is incredible. He does do all of his work and helps me with mine, obviously.
And I'm actually totally blind.
Right.
I'm a 10%er. I'm taking back the word blind. Us blindies got to stick together. Oh, did I ever tell you about that whole thing? The blindy thing?
What?
Oh, my God.
What?
I wrote an article sometime last year, and the word blindy was not in the article whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
I asked for people to participate or write or comment or read my article, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was sharing it to blind groups. So I said,
okay.
Hey, fellow blindies, please check out. I got so much hate, it was ridiculous.
They're offended by the word?
By the word blindy.
I don't know. I don't like being called that, but I'm not offended by it. It's weird because I'm not offended by blind in general, but for some reason, when people are like, hey, blindies, like, I don't know, I don't like it. I personally don't like it.
Why?
I don't know. I have no idea. It just feels weird. I have no clue.
Yeah, that's a hard one to swallow because if you don't know why, you have no reasoning behind it. I'm just like, whatever.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm not asking you to, like, agree with what I'm saying. I'm just saying I personally don't like being called it.
Anything. You know what I mean? Like, what's there to agree with or disagree?
I don't know, because I feel like it's just... Go ahead.
I was just going to say, our reasoning, like, the people that don't mind it, we see the word blindy as like, hey, bud, hey, pal. What up, homie?
Yeah, that makes sense.
We're in the same community, so we've got our little word.
I guess. All right, I guess so.
Now you like it?
No.
Blindy.
It's not offensive, though. See, I don't know how to explain it. It's
weird.
not offensive. I'm weird. What can I say?
No,
Anyways,
saying to
guys,
find that word offensive is weird.
I'm not offended. I just don't like it. You cannot like something and not be offended by it. You just don't like it.
I know.
I just don't like it. You know what I mean? No.
I said I know. Yes, I'm agreeing with you. I'm not saying you're weird. I'm not saying your opinion is weird. I'm saying the people who find that word offensive are weird. They're
I get that.
Weird. I think they've got like more issues going on.
There is
just
more
blindness.
issues. There is. It's an acceptance thing. Like they're not accepting it themselves. And that's the big thing. And that's what I'm not. I'm not at that. I just don't like the sound of it, but I don't care. It doesn't offend me. But
what
you putting it like the whole
to you? Do you not like it because it subconsciously it sounds like something that you don't like?
I guess I never
not necessarily
thought about
like the
it.
sound, but the meaning behind it, perhaps.
Well, I'm not offended by being blind. That's not, like I said, I am totally.
But blindy,
I think just in general, the whole labels thing is irritating. But I don't know. I never really thought about
sister?
it. Yeah, call them
like even if they're not your sister, just another female that you're close to. What up, sister?
I really don't do that. But yeah, I mean, I say, I've said we're like sisters, like Rochelle. I've known her forever.
Yeah. I mean, I can find holes all day long, so I'm just talking shit.
I bet you could. Anyways, on that note, you guys, please subscribe. Do whatever you want to do.
Oh, and
But-
tomorrow.
What's up? Yes.
Tomorrow I'm going to have Jesse Anderson, aka Illegally Sighted, back for another show. So tune into that on my channel. That's going to be 8 or 9 p.m. Central Time. But if you go to my channel, I'll have it scheduled in the morning so you guys can know when it's actually going to go live.
And his channel's in the description box. So
That it is.
thank you again for joining. I hope you all have a lovely night. Stay good and stay positive. Much love.